Okay, hey there. My name's Mike. Those of you from the Radicon boards will know me better as Batman Prime. I'm going to do a real quick video tutorial review thing on these knockoff Combiner Wars Aerialbots that I got from Sir Toys. Here I have one that I have not modified yet, and here I have one that I have. I still have some work to do to him. A couple of the tabs need thinned out. You can see there's a little excess plastic in a couple of places. The pegs that connect the legs together aren't quite the right size, things like that. But, you know, nothing that I'm really concerned with. A couple of minutes of not being lazy and busting out my X-Acto knife, and I'll have it taken care of. Now, the real reason why we're here, if you look at this one, you can see when you get the set, they all come the same way. This is one solid piece right here and has no joint on it. This will affect it for using it for a combined mode. So, taking this guy, and this was just a real fast, I'm going to go through and clean it up and everything. What I did, I just took my little jeweler saw, cut right across here, and then I found a hinge that would work. I had to apply a little bit of styrene down inside of there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And, you know, just to level it out. I used the hinge from Dark of the Moon Ratchet's grill guard for this guy, but I have a couple of other hinges. You know, you guys are all super geniuses. You can figure it out. Did have to put a couple of pieces of styrene in there to fill the gap to get it up there. But it works out pretty dang well, and you can see even fits in the notch that it was molded into. They still have the molded notch, so you know everything is pretty much perfect there. And it doesn't affect transformation, still goes over, clicks up over all of it the way that it normally would. Now the second thing, these guys, and this is a drawback for a lot of fellas, I've noticed from the boards, they don't have any knees. It's a solid leg, which kind of helps in arm mode, but who wants a guy with no knees? I mean, you know, these are modern figures. So what I did, again, took my jeweler saw, and if you look, there's the tab where the leg connects to it. If you cut straight across like that, you know, pretty much like so, and then leave the very front and just come up and leave a little notch, you get more or less an L bracket that you can glue something into. And what I did, I used Road Pig. I've got another set from Road Rocket that I'm going to use on this one. I just cut out and glued in the cup, and then took the ball peg and I cut the bottom part of the leg off, measured it very carefully, like 4 times, glued it on. With it being black and red, you almost don't even notice it the way it is. I was going to repaint this guy, but after doing all this and seeing that everything came out pretty much the same color, I'm thinking I'm just going to have him be my Red Wing. What the heck. Now, the other thing that folks complained about was that with the combiner peg, gets in the way there. That's why I modified this. And then this piece doesn't turn. Now, there were some questions on the knockoff thread where about they didn't understand what I'd used the mushroom peg for, and I'll show you that real quick. Right here you can see it. I've got this turned this way so that you can see the mushroom peg. What I did, these heads just, or pieces just clip in. I took right here and I cut it right at the top of this piece, and then took my Dremel and I scored out a section on both. Found a piece from a leg that I had a mushroom peg on it, and I simply glued it into the spots, and now the mushroom peg lets it turn so that it will work as an arm. So I hope this helps some of you who are wanting to work on these guys. It's a really fantastic set for the money. Gonna have to wash my wife's car or something, put her in a good mood, see if I can convince her to let me buy another set. Anyway, I hope it helps, and I hope somebody with more skill than me can take this, run with it, do a little better. I think my next challenge is going to be to try and cut these arms off and give them articulation so that they turn. Just maybe to see, if I can do it. Y'all have a good one.